launch Netflix. All right, it's launching Netflix. Look at that. Hey everyone, today in this video, I'm going to be checking out the Roku Ultra 2022 streaming player. If you're interested in this product or you want to find out more about it, the link to it will be in the video description. Take a look at the retail box and packaging. They walk us through some of the key features and what's included on the side, as well as easy and simple setup instructions right here. So this features a rechargeable voice remote with loss remote finder and private listening. They even include earbuds for us. Supports HD or 4K resolutions, HDR as well. Built-in Ethernet port, really fast Wi-Fi, Dolby Atmos and Dolby Vision. Now let's go ahead, let's open it up and look at the contents. All right, it's time for a quick viewer intervention. Yes, I'm talking to you. No, don't look away. I'm talking to you right now. In the last 28 days, almost 40,000 of you have viewed the TV Chef channel, but only 98 of you have become a subscriber. So would you please consider clicking that subscribe button? Bonus points if you like, comment, and share our videos as well. If you don't like our videos, please give it a thumbs down, click that dislike button, and tell us why in the comment section. We'd love to hear from you either way. Also, bonus points for you if you want to share it with an ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, estranged sibling, spouse. You get the idea. We'd be grateful for that as well. Here are all the contents. First up, we have our product literature consisting of our Roku stickers, warranty and compliance information, followed by our quick start guide. This is very detailed and thorough, has a nice layout, walking you through what you need to know about getting started and setup. Backside has remote control features, FAQ section, and their customer service and contact information. Next, we have all of our cables. We have our power supply right here with barrel connector, HDMI cable, and USB Type A to micro USB charging cable for the remote. We also have one pair of included earbuds with additional ear tips depending on the size and comfort of your ear. We have our lovely remote control. Look at how nice this looks. We got our volume buttons on the side. This does have the integrated battery, so you will be able to charge this remote. We have our voice control and our headphone jack right there, our two custom buttons and our streaming apps. These are random, but we got Netflix, Disney Plus, Apple TV Plus, and Paramount Plus. Micro USB port on this side. Nice look at the back. And lastly, we have the Roku Ultra itself with Roku's logo and branding up at the top. Got it on the side right there. Got our, looks like probably our IR sensor for the remote. Additional button on the side. We have our input and output options right here. So HDMI, Ethernet, USB, DC in for power. And on the very bottom, you may notice we have a reset button. Nice grip. So if you want to have this flat on a surface, you can. It's got kind of a hockey puck shape and size, a little bit larger than your hand. Now let's go ahead, let's get this set up. So we have our Roku Ultra connected, powered on, and everything is set up. Please, please, please do not fall for any Roku scams out there. You do not have to pay to activate or set up your device. So do not fall for any scams along those lines. The setup process consists of choosing your language, pairing your remote control, connecting to your network, entering an email address to finish setup on your mobile device or your computer, where you basically choose the channels and apps that you want. Everything you see right here, we did that during the setup process. Don't worry, you don't have to spend much time. You can just do that from your TV right here. Remember, as you're going through the setup process, you can always skip things and select continue without choosing any trials or apps or anything along those lines. I do want to point out and make it clear that you can enter a payment method, a credit card, PayPal, or Apple Pay if you want to during the setup process. That is not mandatory. That's only so you can conveniently purchase and rent movies, TV shows. If you want to sign up for any free trials or subscription services, you can do that right from your TV. But don't worry, if you don't want to put that in there, you can always add it later into the TV itself, which I will show you. But setup will take 5 to 10 minutes depending on how much time you want to spend kind of lollygagging and looking through a lot of the offers that Roku has for you. Once you have it set up, you'll be at this home screen. So let's dive into the menu settings. So on the left side of the screen, we have basically all of our quick categories for our menu, the home section with all of our streaming apps downloaded, these nice tiles. You can click on whatever ones you want. You can rearrange them, remove them. You get the idea. Next, we have a couple different content browsing sections, what to watch, featured free, live TV, sports, the buzz, search section, streaming channels. This is kind of like your app store where you can search and browse by category if there's different apps you want to download. And then lastly, we have our settings. So let's go into our settings and look at this in more detail. First up, our network settings. So we can add a connection, that sort of thing. Remotes and devices. Maybe you want to add a new remote, link up some wireless headphones, smartphones and tablets, add another device. So you can do all that right there, which is really nice. We can change the theme, display type. So we are getting 4K HDR10 with this TV. We have manual settings. We can pick and choose whatever we want. Accessibility settings, audio settings. We have our home screen if we want to rearrange or show or hide certain things. Payment method, if you do want to add one in right here, you can, or change it. Apple AirPlay and HomeKit, very easy to set up. Legal notices, privacy, help. And then our system settings really dive into some more details about our device. USB media settings, if you want to control other devices, we can do that right there. Language, screen mirroring, software updates, power settings. So we have a couple different power options, system restart, guest mode for you Airbnbers out there. And then we have our advanced system settings for all of our reset options. And then we're back to the beginning of our system settings. So that's the menu, super easy to navigate and find exactly what you're looking for. Now I want to show you how to download apps on your Roku TV. So let's just go right here to the streaming channel section and let's grab, I don't think we have TNT. So we're going to select the channel that we want and then you just choose add channel and it's adding it right now for us. It's that simple. And now we can go to it. We could actually remove it right here too if we wanted, but we have successfully installed TNT and let me show you it now right here. And then we can press the settings star icon and we could move the channel if we wanted. Also at this stage, I want to show you how do you remove a channel? Well, it's the same thing. So say we don't want TNT anymore, choose the star icon on your remote control. It's right there. So press that, that's going to bring up this menu for you where you can remove the channel. And look at how quick this is. Ta-da, it is gone. We no longer have TNT on our device. Now I want to show you how to set up AirPlay on your Roku TV. So we have to go to our settings menu down here, and then we have to go select Apple AirPlay and HomeKit, and it's going to load AirPlay for us. And it's going to give us a couple of different settings we can choose if we want to code all the time, just first time, that sort of thing. And we also have our HomeKit set up. So follow the prompts. In this case, AirPlay is already on for us. We're only going to have to require a code the first time only. But again, if you want to make that every time or use a password, you can do that. You can also reset your paired devices. But for us, we're going to leave it just like that. And now on our iOS device, if that'll focus in, you may notice Roku Ultra is showing up right here. And now we're prompted to enter the code on the screen. 6765, hit OK. And guess what? We are now successfully doing AirPlay with our iOS device. Look at how cool that is. Let's try out a photo and a video. So I got a photo pulled up right here first. Check it out. Everything I'm doing on the iPhone is being mirrored and mimicked on our lovely TV. And now let's pull up a video. We're testing out the AirPlay feature on our Roku device. Let's go! So, I just noticed right there, let's try that again. We're testing out the AirPlay feature on our Roku device. Let's go! All right, much better the second time around. We'll play it one more time. I did notice a little bit of lag between the audio and the video. I was not expecting that because usually with the Roku device, you don't have any of those issues. So I was definitely not expecting that on the Ultra. We're testing out the AirPlay feature on... See, you can tell, I just paused it too. It's a little bit off sync right here. Out the AirPlay feature on our Roku device. Let's go! All right, that looked much better at the end, but I do want you to know that it might not be perfect for you. Hopefully, depending on your network setting, your device, what it's capable of doing, there's so many variables. The Roku Ultra itself, the quality of TV you have it connected to, and then what sort of iOS device are you using. But this is a realistic test of what you can expect if you want to use AirPlay with the Roku Ultra. We're testing out the AirPlay feature on our Roku device. Let's go! So the Roku Ultra is equipped with a voice remote where you can use your voice in search, to launch channels, to find your remote, to control playback, among a bunch of other things. It's kind of overwhelming what it's able to do. Let's try it out now. Launch Netflix. All right, it's launching Netflix. Look at that. Pretty quick. Now we're going to have some fun. Find remote control. It's beeping. It found it. All right, we pressed a button and it stopped it. Sounds pretty neat. Search for ESPN app. All right, look at that. Channel not installed. It found it right away, and we can go there now if we want to install it. Pretty responsive, a nice feature, not essential in my opinion, but it's always nice to have. While we're talking about the remote control, let's go ahead and set up our 2 programmable buttons. Friendly reminder on the remote, you'll notice 1 and 2 right here, we can set those. So choose the app. Say in this case with your remote, we did not get Prime Video as an option. So we're over the Prime Video tile right now. We're going to hold down the 2 button until we get a prompt on the screen. Do we want that to be our shortcut for 2? The answer is yes. We're going to hit OK, and Prime Video is now set as shortcut 2. You can do the same thing for the other button as well. So we'll hold it down again. We have a couple additional prompts. So we could set it as a Roku channel, live TV guide, closed captions, or last voice command. Very simple to set up. Just hover over the app that you want to make the shortcut, press the button, confirm, and you're all set and ready to go. So number 2, we're pushing it right here. Ta-da! Prime Video. Now let's talk about private listening. We have some music pulled up on our Roku TV right now. Watch what happens as soon as I plug in the headphones. The audio now switches to the earbuds, and you're able to hear everything right here. It might not sound that good coming through the mic while I'm talking, but you get the idea. You can enjoy private listening right from your remote control. Also, don't forget you could do it from your phone as well. Now I want to showcase the lost remote finder for you. So pretend we've lost this remote. We're at the Ultra right here. We're going to press this lost remote button on the side. And now we have a prompt, listen for your remote, and a countdown, 2 minutes. It'll start pinging here, just a second. There we go. That's so nice. What a great feature, especially if you have naughty children like I do. So now I'm sure you're probably wondering, how does it actually do streaming content? Well, let's find out. We have some free content here we can stream. Let's pull up Ion TV. Look at how fast it is too. Pay attention to that. Quality looks great. That'll vary depending on your TV. We have our channel guide right here. So we could browse and change channels.
No. No way. How old are you?
So TV guide's nice. We can go back out too, right, if we would rather just browse this way. So we could pull up some news. Let's pull up some news right here.
All of this. So if we don't
Look at that.
to be the message.
And then we can use the up and down arrow if we want to navigate and change channels just like this.
We also have some rain on the way, but luckily it doesn't look like it's going to be enough to cause major
Bring up the guide again, see what's coming up, go back to our programming, and browse channels. So really nice. It's doing a good job streaming. And again, I can't stress enough how fast and responsive this is to the commands that you're issuing. Doesn't get hung up on apps or anything like that. Very fluid, fast, and responsive. So as a lifelong Roku user and fan, the Roku Ultra 2022 is jam-packed full of everything Roku has to offer. For me, there's some welcomed additions here versus some other Roku devices or TVs that don't have as advanced of a remote control with voice control or the customizable buttons. I want to see more of that in the future. I know that Roku probably sells the placements for these buttons, so it's not up to us to choose, but it's great that with this remote, we have 2 buttons that we can program ourselves. I'd love to see more of that in the future to give us more advanced programming, to make this more of a universal remote control, to maybe control all of our smart home in tech that we might have connected to our home theater setup. Also, the voice remote is nice, but it is limited in functionality. Amazon Alexa with their Fire TV remotes is definitely more advanced, but again, that's not a feature that I, live or die on. It's not make or break for me. Other than that, I just can't stress enough how simple the operating system is. Nice, clean, easy layout to navigate. There are a couple of ads you'll notice here or there every once in a while, some banner ads, things like that. It's not that bothersome to me, but that is something I do want to point out for you, just to make sure that not everything is always, peachy keen, rosy, all that good stuff. There's always things that you can find wrong with any product out there, but overall, a solid choice, giving you Roku's best of the best with the Roku Ultra 2022.